Ah, 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 ah. Good morning. Ah, okay, we can go. Okay, let's do warm up. Open the feet. Uh, for the circle. One, two, three. Other direction. One, two, three. Other foot. One, two, three. Change the direction. One, two, three. Let's feet together. Hand on knees. Pay attention is on, two, three. Then change the direction. One, two, three. Let's open the feet. Hands on the hips. Pay attention. Hips. One, two, three. And we change the direction. One, two, three. Let's get elbows up. Pay attention to the back. One, two, three. Arms out. One, two, three. Let's get the shoulders. Pay attention, shoulders. One, two, three. Other direction. One, two, three. Then we work on the hands. One, two, three. Change the direction. One, two, three. Let's work on the hands. One, two, three. Other direction. One, two, three. Hands on the hips. Now we shake the head. One, two, three. Change the direction. One, two, three. Let's get the hands, arms up. Chin up, upper back, stretch out. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. This side. The hand down, down, down. We do this again. Hands, arms up. Chin up, upper back, stretching out. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back down. We do this again. Hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretching out. Looking up. Feel taller. Good. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back drop down. We do this again. Hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretching. Looking up. Feel taller. Good. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back drop down. Head, arms drop down. Let's do one more time. Hands, arms up. Chin up. Upper back stretching out. And looking up. Feel taller. Good extension up. Let's go forward. Lower back relax. Knees straight. The hands down, down, down. Lower back loosened up. Upper back drop down. Head, arms drop down. Slowly up. Let's get feet together. Hands on knees. And pay attention knees. 1, 2, 3. Good. Let's open the feet. Hands in front. Back straight. Pay attention knees again. 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Hands down, down, down. We should step it here. Let's do the breathing. Open the feet. Back straight. Shoulders relax. Elbows relax. Hands. Feel whole body. Let's pay attention. Okay? Breath in. And breath out. And the palm upwards. Breath in. Hand down. And breath out. And the palm upwards. Breath in. Hands down. Breath out. Open arms. Breath in. And breath out. Hands all over tummy. Pay attention. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in to lower tummy. And breath out from breath in to lower tummy out. And breath out from lower. Control. Breath in lower tummy. And breath out. Control. Do by yourself 1 minute with tummy movement. Now let's do together. Breath in. And breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Let's bring hands up with breath in. And tummy out. And hands down. Breath out. Control. Okay. And the palm upwards. Breath in. Lower tummy out. Exhale. Breath out. Control. Open arms. Breath in. Lower tummy out. And breath out. And control lower tummy. Let's get ready to practice meditation. Shoulders down, elbow out, hands, arm loosen the big stand. Breath in, and breath out. Head straight up, feel taller. Whole body tenders, ligament loosen the big stand. Breath in, and breath out. Let's practice. Hands front. In meditate, lower tummy to wash. Exhale from shoulders to elbows and hands. You meditate lower tummy to shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbows and hands. So upwards, in meditate, lower tummy shoulders, tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbow hands. Contract lower tummy. In meditate, lower tummy shoulders, tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands. Contract lower tummy. In meditate, lower tummy shoulders, lower tummy out. Exhale onto elbows, hands, contract. You meditate lower tummy shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. Good. Second method, hands front. You meditate. Third front. Shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. You meditate. Third front of two shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbow, hands, head contract. You meditate. Third front of two shoulders, lower tummy. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. You meditate. Third front of two shoulders, lower tummy out. Hand forward. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. You meditate. Third front of two shoulders. Exhale from to elbows, hands, contract. You meditate. Third front of two shoulders. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. Hands palm upwards. Breath in, lower tummy. Exhale, contract. Over arms, breath in, lower tummy out. And breath out, contract. Breath in, and breath out. Breath in, breath out. Let's do 103. Left that direction. We'll emphasize tummy movement with the breath. Slowly open up. What? Let's pay attention. Breath in. And breath out. Hand front. In meditate. Lower tummy to both shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale from shoulders to elbows, hands, contract. In meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, contract. Left step. In meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Lower tummy. Exhale from shoulders to elbow, hands, contract. Right step forward. In meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In lower to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. In rather for 2 shoulders. Lower tummy. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. 2 for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You rather for 2 shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract. Good. You meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract. You right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract. You right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. You left for 2 both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, contract. You meditate. Left for 2 both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. You meditate. Left for 2 lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract lower tummy. You meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate. Left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. You right foot to shoulders. Try to step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract lower tummy. You meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Lower tummy. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. You meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. You meditate. 2 for 2 shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hands. You meditate. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands, contract. You left for 2 both shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbow, hand, and contract lower. You right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In meditate. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Cross hands out. In right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Fist and elbow in. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale, two elbows, hands. Step back, you repulse a monkey. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulder, lower tummy out. Exhale, two elbows, hands. Contract. In, right foot to shoulder, lower tummy out. Exhale, two elbows, hands. Contract. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Left step back. Exhale, two elbows, hands. Contract. In, right foot to shoulders. Right hand down. Good. Exhale to up hand. Contract. Right step. In, meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. And contract. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Contract. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Contract. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. Right hand down. In, left foot to both shoulders. Lower tummy up. Exhale to elbows, hand. And contract. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Lower tummy up. Exhale to elbows, hand. Contract. In, left foot to both shoulders. Left is out. Exhale to elbows, hand. Contract. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract, lower tummy. In, right foot to shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbows, hand. Contract. Turn up the palm up. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract, lower tummy. In, right foot to shoulders. Lower tummy out. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Contract. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. A contract, lower tummy. Right step. In, meditate. Right foot to shoulder. Lower tummy. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract, lower. In, left foot to shoulders. Lower tummy up. Exhale to elbow, hand. Contract, lower tummy. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Contract. In, meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. A contract. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Wave the hands like cloth. In, left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Two. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Three. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, left foot to both shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Right foot to shoulder. Cross arms. Exhale to elbow, hands. Stand on left foot. In rod for 2 shoulders. Exhale to open. Kick rod. In rod for 2 shoulders. Put rod for down. Exhale to elbows, hands. In rod for 2 push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left foot tummy up. In left foot to push shoulders. Ready? Turn. Exhale to elbows, hands. Stand and draw down. Foot. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left foot tummy up. In left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. And over punch. In right foot to shoulders. Left step forward. Exhale to elbow, hand. Right hand. In meditate. Left foot to push. Exhale to elbow, hand. Turn. Stand left foot. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Cross arms. Stand on left foot. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. And over tummy foot. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. We stand on right foot. Good. Left step forward in left foot to shoulder. Feet in taller. Exhale to elbow, hand. Right hand down. Wonderful. In left foot to push. Turn. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Over tummy right foot. In right foot to push shoulders. Turn. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hands. Over tummy. In left foot to push. Ready? Turn. Exhale to elbows, hands. Stand left foot. Cross arms. In right foot to shoulders. Kick right foot forward. Exhale to elbow, hand. Over tummy right foot. In right foot to push. Left step forward. Exhale to elbow, hand. Right hand. Punch it. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In 2 feet to shoulders. Exhale to elbow. We stand left foot. Left hand back up. In right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. Inhale for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbow hand. Good. Inhale for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate, right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Diagonal single wave. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step. In meditate. Right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step forward. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. One more time. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step forward. In meditate. Right for two shoulders. Play peacock's tail. Exhale to elbow, hand. Stand on right foot. Left step. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step out. In meditate. Right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. As single whip, in right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Stand on left foot. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Point to triangle. Left step out. In left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. From right shoulder. Back. Stand on left foot. Right step. In meditate. Right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Left step triangle. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two shoulders. Happy turn. Left hand to shoulder level. Right hand at the hips. Right step. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Push it forward. Play peacock's tail. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Left step out. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step out. In meditate. Right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Right for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. As single whip. In meditate. Right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In left for two shoulders. Left hard. Exhale to elbows, hands. Good. Wave the hands like cloth. In left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In right for two shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. One. In meditate. Left for two more shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to up and 2. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to up and we stand on right foot. In, left for 2 shoulders. Left to step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. And push it down. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Standing up. In, meditate. Lower tummy to right push. Exhale down to right foot. Shoulder, elbow, hands. In, meditate. Lower tummy, left push. And step back, repose monkey, left for the back. Exhale to elbow, hands. And in, right for 2 shoulders. Right step. Exhale to elbow, hands. 2. In, left for 2 push. Left step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. And 3. In, right for 2 shoulders. Right hand down. Left hand cover up. Right for the back. Touch it. Turn. Right step forward. In, right for 2 push. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Right for 2 shoulders. Stand on right foot. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, left for 2 shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Arm. Push it forward. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Punch it forward. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Play peacock's tail. Right step. In, meditate. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. With the hand like cloth again. In, left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. 2. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right for 2 shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. 3. In, meditate. Left for 2 shoulders. left step out. Exhale into elbows, hands. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulder, touch it. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, left hand. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, and we stand up. In, right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand, left tummy right. In, right foot to shoulders. Left step forward. Exhale to elbow, hand, and right hand, double palm. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Right step forward. In, meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate, right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Insinuate, in, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Push it down. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Good. In, meditate, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands for right shoulders. Right. Right knee bone forward. In, left foot to shoulder. Ready, turn. Exhale to elbows, hands. We're standing left foot. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Pick it up foot. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, 2 foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Good. Step forward to punch it. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Right hand, punch it. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate, 2 foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. And pay attention. Hands the palm upwards, breath in. Hand down, breath out. What? Hand the palm upwards, breath in. Hand down, breath out. What? Over arms, breath in. And breath out. Breath in, breath out. Left foot to right. Good. And we continue. We do 49 right side direction. Slowly open up. But pay attention. Okay? Hands front up. Breath in. And we do 24 right side direction. In lower tumble shoulders. Exhale to open. Stand on left foot. Right step forward. 24 right side direction in. Right foot to this. Exhale to elbows. Hands will stand on left foot. Left step forward. In meditate. Left foot to push. Good. Elbow out. Exhale to elbow hand. One more step. Right step forward. In meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Get a transition. Exhale to elbows, hands. Stand on left foot. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to open. Right hand down. Left hand down. Up. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to open. Left hand down. Good. Left hand back up. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Right foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hand. In left foot to shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Left foot to push. Exhale to elbow, hand. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Down play fatal. In meditate. Left foot to shoulder. Stand on left foot. Exhale to elbow, hand. Right foot. Step back to repulsive monkey. In right foot. Right step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. One. In left foot to push. And left step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. Two. In right foot to shoulders. Right step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. Three. One more time. In left foot to push. Left step back. Exhale to elbow, hands. Four. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hands. Stand on left foot. Right step forward. In meditate. Right foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hand. In left foot to push. Exhale to elbow, hand. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In meditate. Right foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hand. Keep arms to transition. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Left hand down. Left step forward. In meditate. Left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hand. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In left foot to push. Exhale to elbows, hand. In meditate. Left foot to push shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Single in. In meditate. Left foot to push. Exhale to elbow, hand. In right foot to shoulder. Try to step out. Exhale to elbows, hand. With the hands out. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to open. One. In right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to open. Two. In meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In left foot to shoulders. Exhale to open. Three. Left foot in. In right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In meditate. Right foot to the shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbow, hand. Left hand through right elbow. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Stand on right foot. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Lower tummy up. In, left foot to both shoulders. Turn. Exhale to elbow, hand. And back knee bend. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Punch on it. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. In, left foot to shoulder. From right side. Stand on left foot. Elbow up. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Lower tummy line. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hand. Right hand. Good. In, meditate. Lower tummy to left hip shoulders. Exhale down to left foot, shoulder, left hand, right foot comes out. In, right foot to shoulder. Stand right foot. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Lower tummy to right both shoulders. Exhale down to right foot, shoulders, elbow, hands. Stand in right foot. Left step triangle. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Side step triangle. In, meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, left foot to both shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Stand left foot. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, right foot to shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Right foot to both shoulders. From left shoulder side. Standing on right foot. Exhale to elbow, hand. In, left foot to both shoulders. Left step out. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. Left foot to both shoulders. Right step out. Exhale to elbow, hand. And left hand, lower punch. Good. In, meditate. Right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbow, hand. Push it forward. In, right foot to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. In, meditate. 2 feet to shoulders. Exhale to elbows, hands. Hand the palm upward. Breath in. Hand down. Breath out. One more time. Hand the palm upward. Breath in. Hand down. And breath out. Upper arms, breath in. And breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Right foot to left. Breath in. Breath out. We shift step. Today we did a bit more breathing with tummy movement. We just move little bit more. We try to get used to for tummy movement. Okay, today we stop here, loosen up. Sideways, sideways, good. Turning, lower tummy, small back, arms, shoulders, lower tummy, back, good. Shake arms, front, back, sideways, sideways. Let's work on lower back, up, down, side hip center, up, down, side, center, up, down, side, center, up, down, side, shake arms, good. Turning, back straight, head is straight up, feel taller, good extension, taller, good. And breathe, hands upwards, breath in, hands down, breath out. Open arms, breath in, breath out, breath in, breath out. Stop to that. Sorry to know that you hurt your back. Hope you are okay. Have nice travel. Thank you, the best. Saturday hour all booked. Saturday class. Saturday classes are all booked by advanced class. Please register in case we get opening on Saturday class.